It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Patriots' leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Patriots and the Bills. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Parker's week 15 just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. Being led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times, twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt him. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's cooking. He's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
What a start here defensively. The offense comes out trying to establish a little ground game, and this defense looks like they knew what those first 2 calls were going to be all along, taking them back for a loss and sets up a 3rd and long.
Open man left side. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Buffalo.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They face 2nd down and 7. And in motion, it's Diggs. From the gun, Josh Allen. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down.
That one intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return on an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come in the 4th quarter, this thing's within 1 score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Brady. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's loose at down. He picked up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Brady. He finds Bell. That's caught. He tried to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense on up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 23-yard line.
To the air is Brady. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. The ball comes out. One of the Patriots has it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
The Patriots offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Brady. Quick hitting slant there. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Brady to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Brady looking to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, here's Brady. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set now. He picked up the 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. That's into the hands of Diggs. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And a good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
9 yards to go.
Now Brady. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Third and a yard. Trying to get this one up on the ground. And he will have Patriots 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Brady set to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Now a give on the ground. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 26-yard line.
Back to throw. With a short pass here, caught by his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. He is in. Patriots. His 12th touchdown of the year.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The extra point is up and through. And the Pats are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do in this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. At holding at the 2. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, Josh Allen. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Now it's Allen. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Shakir to return. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On first down, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Throwing is Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills' first down.
One more time going up top with Allen. Into traffic, but taken in. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Throwing again. It's Allen. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Foxborough after this. Here's Allen. This is intercepted. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to throw this one at the distance. Touchdown, New England. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back to the pick 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills' offensive Keon Coleman set to get back to work. And seemingly every time they looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Slot man in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A 3-yard
their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They motion the slot man left. To throw again, down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now, Allen. They'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decided not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Justin Fields, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their third win in an otherwise dismal campaign. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. The 49ers continue their playoff push as the victory runs their mark to 9-5 on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Seahawks still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Brady looking to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick number 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Moss in motion. Go the drop play here on 2nd down. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Brady. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the
are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Brady. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. First and 10 now from the 36. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's a second and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
To the air is Brady. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Brady. Quickly to the outside and complete. It's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Patriots move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Off the play fake, here's Allen, and for a third time today, he's intercepted. By the linebacker, Jawan Beckley.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10. Now a give up the middle. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tight end going in motion here. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also meet the sticks. That is a first down picked up. Brady set to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Pats will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Off the play fake, here's Brady. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
But this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Slot man in motion left. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the back play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get it?
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. They'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense. And their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete, but a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Brady to throw. That's into the hands of Diggs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. Bell is the man in motion. Third down, they'll try to get it on the ground.
Number 32, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchdown. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passing, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that throw through, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. To throw, it's Brady. No one open, he'll drop to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down.
Big time completion right there. And this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Patriots. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game. Number 14 for the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Back over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Motion the slot man left. Allen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Allen going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Cook. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. There's that man again, another catch.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard
the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Cook. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
John Bentley on the tackle.
Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
One more time with Cook. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's second and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To throw is Brady. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it'll put you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs now. The balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On play action, here's Brady. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a handoff running right. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Gerard Mayo's made the decision, and he'll send out the field goal team. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll They'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll drop to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. That's to Kincaid once again. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. One time out at their disposal, but the more pressing need have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again, it's Allen. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Carlton Davis.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to his spot, get his hands on the ball, and have a chance at that pressure. The ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be brought down there. And they'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Patriots. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.